Hello, I am Hamburger Chariot and I am here with my best friend Mirth Mauser. Yep, welcome back to the 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim spoiler commentary and analysis playthrough. We tried to record the last chapter, and we wasted 45 minutes of our life because it didn't fucking work. Yay! I love OBS. This is definitely not a terrible piece of software that I fucking hate passionately. I don't know where you're getting that information from. Please... Yep. So, I hope it's gonna let us just conveniently replay that route again. Because of the setup, we might be able to. Might? I fucking hope so.
Cool.
Let's try. Oh fuck, that's right.
Man, I'm really off my game today.
Afterwards. Because I have a month of free Nitro and I'm using it.
Okay, it's streaming now.
All these weird dreams
Alright,
must
perfect.
be getting to me. And that show that came on in the middle of the night. Wish that was just a dream.
Nope, it fucking won't. Okay, cool.
Event archive it is.
Which means we are gonna miss a small amount, but that is okay. Let's just go to Shu Amiguchi's thing.
It's okay. We can make this work. It's not too much content.
From the future. We've seen basically everything from the start section anyway, there wasn't a whole lot to it.
Basically, we tried to talk to Tomi. It didn't work, so we got this on accident. And we meet Miura and BJ.
Isn't that...
Yes, that is an uncensored BJ.
Hey,
Look at him
Miura-kun.
upon in all of his glory.
He is adorable, we stan. Also, gaze. Yes, give us the gaze.
There's going to be a lot of blushing here, and I will enjoy it.
I love these two.
You still on the run?
I can't go home. Even if I could, it wouldn't solve anything.
Look, you don't have to tell me any details if you don't want to. But it sounds like a pretty rough situation. Well, for what it's worth, you can crash at my place whenever you need to, okay?
I owe you a debt of gratitude for all you've done. I'll be alright.
Oh, the little smile.
It's still cute, and I said this in the first recording. I really like Amiguchi's response here. It's just that he's not pushing him to say anything he doesn't want to open up about, but he's also saying like, hey, I'm here for you if you need help. You don't have to say anything you don't need to. And I really like that.
These two are adorable, and I need to write stuff with them.
We really do.
I'm staying with an acquaintance now.
Oh yeah? Glad to hear it, man. So, what is this thing?
Well, this is...
Non-censored BJ, can't you tell?
Don't forget your promise.
It talks? Whoa! An RC robot? That's crazy. Is it
That's
yours?
exactly what it is.
not exactly.
The grimace.
Wow. Deja vu. Oh, yeah. Feel like I had a dream about something like this. You were in it too, Miura-kun. Maybe that's your big secret, huh? You're some runaway hero from a ruined future, here to save us all.
He's really not reacting well to that.
Oh, yeah. That's... I'm not gonna say it's the worst thing he could have said, but it's up there.
Bad joke. Just been having some crazy dreams lately, I guess.
He smiles it off.
Maybe I am from the future.
Jeez, you didn't take me seriously, did you?
Blush!
Anyway, if something big happens, you can always talk to me. Hope things start getting better for you soon, man.
Thank you.
Not know how to Not know how to react to boys flirting with you. You do, you Kitaro. He was not prepared for this.
He was not really feeling it. Oh, it's another case where the game will not let me look away from him. We've had a couple of those.
That could mean.
My dreams are always somewhere in the future, but I feel like I know everyone I keep seeing in them. Well, maybe I really am just dreaming. Makes more sense than them being premonitions. I don't know if that could really be our future anyway. Everything in them is way too crazy. Even that dream.
This game in a nutshell on your first playthrough. Dream with Miura. What kind of dreams do you have about him besides this one, I wonder? Will he elaborate? No, he will not, but our minds can still wander.
Also, I love how the dream sequence is not in Shu Amiguchi's story. It's only in the All Events, despite the fact that Shu Amiguchi is the supposed protagonist. Foreshadowing. Gotta love it.
Because it's not his event. Oh,
Was that drone scouting for the kaiju? Hope they didn't find us.
Drone?
Kisaragi-san?
There was this great cake shop on the first floor here. And they had this pear tart. It was amazing. Now, even my own apartment, it's all ruined. All gone.
Are you gonna be okay?
Sorry, I just had to get that out.
I really love how Cassandra Lee Morris delivers that set of lines there. It's very good. It really sells this. It's not just an outburst of emotion, she's past that point. Now, Kisaragi is in the stage of accepting and really understanding that all of the little things she loved, the pear tart in the great cake shop on the first floor near her apartment, it's gone. It's gone forever. Everyone she knows, everyone she loves, all of the things in life that gave her meaning and happiness and value, all of them are gone. And she's not even crying anymore. She's just hollow, she's melancholic, she's accepting what's happened to her. And it's really good. Really great delivery from Cassandra Lee Morris here. She kills it yet again. She
really does.
She's such a good voice actress. Easily one of my favorite female voice actors.
Say so, and she does a lot of great performances and a lot of stories and shows. I think this is her best one.
Yeah.
Like I do not say that lightly in the slightest. This is her best one. And yeah, I mean, she's gonna say she's gonna say it herself in a minute that she's cried herself out all day to the point where she physically has no more tears. And yeah, you're right, she is just accepting everything. And you can hear it line by line where it's just that the realization is starting to hit her again. She's on the verge of breaking again, but she can't. She's broken too many times. She is broken. And she's struggling to move forward. And even though she's accepted at this point, she has to.
My voice is all scratchy from crying all day.
You sound good to me. And scratchy or not, I'd still tune in to see you.
You're such a dork.
Oh, they're so cute!
They are. They're adorable.
Let's try to get to the cross-country road. We might see a rescue copter flying around or something.
What, up there? The only things flying around are the weird bug things. Nobody's here to help us. Even online, nothing's getting updated.
The despair in her voice. Yeah,
There's
I mentioned
no way
this.
we're getting rescued. I mean...
Continue?
I mentioned this in our last recording, but just imagine, there's been a disaster, everyone around you is gone, you don't know what to do, and you try to go online to look for any sort of help, any sort of information, because that is the biggest social platform on the planet, just like Twitter, any sort of social site, and it's gone. It's not even that you can't get online, it's that no one is there. It's not just this huge city that was populated is empty, it's that you can't even find help in the most social platform ever. Everyone, literally everyone, is gone. That's terrifying.
I think it's like this around the whole world. Those things erased everybody. Like how everyone in the city just vanished at once. I saw it happen. I bet Mom and Dad were...
That's the part I don't get. Whatever these big killer alien things are, they've clearly got us way outclassed in tech. They can wipe out whole crowds without a beam or anything. And still, with all that power, they come here in this gigantic horde. They dig these holes all over town, and then they just stop. No carnage. They're just sitting there. Like they're waiting for something. And us, we didn't get killed or vanish or anything. There's gotta be a reason for that, too.
So, what the game just did there is something I have a lot of praise for. The game has just told us these are the questions that we, the players, should be asking. We're still fairly early on in this game. Here's a bunch of information, most of which we do already know now by this point, but they're telling us that we need to pay attention to it. This is strange. It's not going to just say, oh yeah, they're doing these strange things, it's totally normal, blah blah blah. No. Why is there no carnage? Why is there so much destruction of the city, but no death? Why are they just stopped? What are they waiting for? Why are they just sitting there? Why do they have so much power and not want to use it? Why do our protagonists survive, but everyone else vanishes? It's important stuff that the players need to be asking, and the game very naturally brings them to our attention. I really enjoy that.
It's very difficult to put together on your first playthrough, because all this is important information, and it makes a lot of so much sense on a second playthrough. Like, it all adds up pretty neatly, but yet it's so hard to imagine, like, what is the connection for all of this? Like, you can't even begin to imagine what it could be, but these are still important questions that the game wants you to ask and remember, and asked in such an organic way by Tetsuya here, who is genuinely asking these questions. This is things he's noticed over the past couple days, and all he can really think about it, like, why did this happen? Why did this happen? And, once the initial shock wore off, he sat down and thought about it. Wait, why is this really happening? None of this makes sense.
It also does a very good job of further characterizing Ida to be very intelligent. He is one of the most inquisitive characters in this game, alongside Sekigahara and Miura. Oh boy, I like the smart characters. I like the characters that are trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, even if they're not necessarily in the know already. I wonder where they're my top 3. Probably nothing to look into there.
I wonder what the pattern could be.
How are you still this calm?
Hot men trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Love it.
It's crazy that you can still keep it together, even with all this stuff.
I think it's more a shock response, honestly.
I'm really not. Trust me, I'm freaking out too.
So I know we paused at like the worst possible time, but
yes,
I'm really not.
I love this delivery.
Look out!
Shields her without any hesitation.
You okay? It was just a building collapsing over there. They didn't find us.
Yeah.
They're so cute. Look at them both. They're blushing.
They're adorable.
We mentioned... Yeah, we can let this play out, then I'll go into it.
What?
Yeah, we have stuff to go into at the end of this.
Well, you really changed. Back in middle school, you were a total nerd. Glasses and all.
So I know we get to see Tetsuya Ida in glasses, but I need to see this era of him in glasses, with that hair being just cool as hell, but with glasses. Glasses make everyone hotter. There are no exceptions.
Yes, they do.
It just makes me wonder, why do you make such a big change to your image?
Pausing now to shout out that this song is a major highlight in the soundtrack. This is one of the only songs from the not battle tracks that I distinctly remember the name of. This is A Fateful Struggle, and this is composed by Hitoshi Sakimoto himself, who led the entire team when composing for this game. And he composed specifically a lot of the tracks with the main themes. For example, he did Brat Overflow, he did Edge of the Future, which is the final boss theme. Generally, if a track has these leitmotifs of like the main theme of the game, Hitoshi Sakimoto is the one who composed them. And I think it's really fitting for it to be this theme. Like, this is the relationship that sparked so much of what went wrong in this game. So many of these tragic events are caused by Tetsuya Ida and his toxic, insane love for his Miyuki Inaba.
And the thing is that... Yeah, it's okay, you can finish and then I'll go into it.
And I just find it so fitting that these two get to have the main theme, because it really is appropriate considering how important they end up being for the context of the whole story. You could even extend it further to being that it's just Tetsuya Ida's theme, because it's A Fateful Struggle, F8, Fate, and that's Tetsuya Ida. Because then, it could also apply to the Tetsuya Ida of 2188, where his manipulation of Ryoko is what led Ryoko to implanting the Deimos code that activated the video game section of this code and started this whole mess. And then the more specific events of the last couple of loops are also Ida's fault. It's so good. It's so fitting. I love it so much.
And to really get into that, to like take a small step back here, before I really get into Tetsuya Ida, this one scene is the really only scene that this version of Tetsuya Ida and Tomi from One Loop Ago have, and this one scene is so strong. It conveys their connection and relationship and love, really, so effectively and so well. It completely changed my mind, like, okay, screw Shu and Yuki, this is the ship, this is the ship, because I didn't know they were different people yet. But that's how good the scene was, and this scene stayed in my mind the whole time as I saw Tetsuya Ida's story unfold. I would constantly come back to this scene and like, but he cared about her so genuinely. How he, their connection they have with each other here is so genuine, and you feel that. They only had one scene together, but it was so good that the player is constantly reminded of it with every stage of Tetsuya Ida's story. And you feel his loss when he loses Tomi, and he's doing everything he can to get her back. His desperation and sadness as he grows older, just like, but you're still you, and just how much he fights for this girl he lost and loved. Like, you feel that, and it's tragic to watch him go from that to a cold monster, where his goal technically hasn't changed, but the ends have not justified the means, and he's so far from just this young boy who just wanted to be there for the girl he loved. And even though he caused so much of what happens in the story, he didn't do it intentionally. It's not necessarily, I mean, it is his fault, but he didn't, go out with a master plan. He just wanted to get back the girl he loved, and it drove him into madness slowly. It was a very heartfelt reason for why he did this, but over time, it didn't justify it at all. And that's sad to watch. And even then, just the situation he was born into. He did not ask to be born in a simulation where he is destined to die when it's like at 16 always. He did not ask to be in this situation where his own world and his own family crumbles around him. He didn't ask for the girl he loves to die horribly. He didn't ask to be in such a screwed up situation that he has to jump through this many hoops to get her back. None of that was his fault. It was just the result of all the people that came before him, their own mistakes that led to this. And it is unfair, but it's just what happened. Because human error upon human error from real people just make flaws and mistakes in their own lives have this drastic consequences. Most of them aren't intentionally doing this out of malicious. It's just what happened, and this is the end result. And it's cruel. And it's not that they aren't responsible for the mistakes they made. Not at all, because as we'll soon see, well, not soon see, as we'll much later see, I'd say Tetsuya Ida very much got the fate that he was coming for him until the epilogue, but that's another story.
Yes, that epilogue is, a scene.
But Tetsuya Ida's story is in a sense a tragedy. He is a monster, and he deserved the horrible fate that came to him. But he didn't start out that way. He was just a boy who lost his world and everything he knew, and then very soon lost the love of his life. And that's really sad.
I think this scene is really important for establishing how Tetsuya Ida thinks about Miyuki Inaba. And while I do think we needed a couple more scenes to sort of justify why Miyuki Inaba still apparently likes Tetsuya Ida in the epilogue.
Yes, or if you ask me, she just shouldn't have taken him back. I'm sorry, she shouldn't have taken him back. She was hurt by the horrible things he was doing, and she's like, I can't love you anymore if you aren't Tetsuya Ida I fell in love with. I'm sorry, that's where it should have gone. It's just that in his pursuit of doing everything for this girl he loves, he becomes a monster and no longer becomes a person that she can love. That's where it should have gone. That's where I thought it was going, but that's neither here nor there. We're here to gush about this scene and the tragedy of it.
I think even if that's the direction they wanted to take it in, I think it would have been more believable if they just justified a little more how much Miyuki loves him.
Okay, fair enough. But I do not think he deserves a happy ending, flat out. Even if she's still like, despite everything, I still care about you. Like, I can understand that. Like, sometimes you just can't help the people you love, even if it's sad to see what they become. That much I can understand, but My point is that this is their real, only genuine scene these two have together. And it's that strong enough to hold for the whole game. That's how good it is. This was the scene that Megami and Juro Izumi needed. If they had one scene that was like this, that would have held up Megami's route and her desperation to get Juro Izumi back so well, because you could feel what she felt. Like, I did feel her sense of loss when Juro Izumi died in her arms. And yeah, there is that one scene where Juro was telling her, like, goodbye, I love you, but, like, I need one scene like this, where I really feel how much they're in love, and this is the girl he is willing to put his life on the line for. Something that really holds the weight of their relationship, and I can feel her loss when she looks at Juro. If those two had something, like, even if it was just, like, half of this, that would have done wonders. The difference one scene can make. And they can do it because this scene exists.
Well, funny story.
Also, his delivery here is gold.
I was listening to one of your streams, and you said you kind of go for tough guys. Cool guys. That's basically it.
What? Oh, that's it? That's why you started trying to be such a badass?
I guess I got the look down, but I couldn't walk the walk, huh?
Oh, you can walk the walk, alright.
You can walk all over whoever you want.
Come on. Seriously, this isn't the time for jokes. You were already popular enough back then. Why would you go that far just because I said...
Well,
Cared about
you know
you.
fate? As in the letter F and number 8?
What?
That's actually my username.
What? All this time that's been you?
Hey, it's not like I was keeping it a secret.
I only got so far because of him.
Okay, so someone needs to get the voice clips of these two and put them in front of the sprites for Morgana and Lala Escargot.
Oh no!
Because they're the same voice actors.
Oh right, I forgot.
Amiguchi is Lala. Amiguchi is Lala.
I forgot about that. I keep forgetting that he's that character.
That's why I started getting serious about my singing. Because he supported me. Told me I was a great singer.
Man, can you imagine if Morgana was thirsting for Lala instead of fucking Arn? And, like, he told you to get a job at the Crossroads bar because he wanted to spend more time with Lala.
But no. I mean,
Well, you
I guess
are
that
a
would
great
technically
singer.
be an improvement.
Well, you are a great singer.
And
I was gonna.
I guess I always sort of had feelings for her.
Okay.
I guess to say this right before Miura shows up. I guess on the topic of what you were saying before is just that yeah, they've lost everything. Everyone they knew, everything they know about their lives is gone, except each other. And they didn't. And this is the time where they are telling each other how much they really mean to each other in their lives. This is, Ida saying like, hey, I've changed who I am because of you, because I care about you. And Tomi saying, I got as far as I did because of you, and I didn't even know it. This is them basically looking at each other and saying, we are all we have of each other's lives. And they hold on to each other so firmly from it. Anyway, enough of this straight is like gushy mushy stuff. Let's meet the best boy.
Over here!
So, Cassandra Lee Morris, Tomi, Morgana, Girly Boss, Girl Babe, Girl Boss, Gaslight Gatekeep, Girl Boss. You're wonderful. You're best girl. You're amazing. But,
Miura.
the game literally is automatically forcing me to look at him. I cannot look away from him. So you know what that means, Girly Boss, Girl Babe. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my man, and we're gonna make lots of babies.
I can't
Some
believe
adopted
it.
babies, the machine won't be able to clone them all.
There were other survivors.
We came to rescue you. Morimura-san, they're over here! My name is Keitaro Miura. What about you two?
I'm Tomi Kisaragi.
So the drone found these two then? Now, who are you?
Me? I'm Tetsuya Ida.
Great place to do a cliffhanger drop like that.
To
What
be
does that
continued.
mean?
I'm Tetsuya Ida.
What does that mean? What the fuck? His name is Shu Amiguchi. Even the backlog says it. So why is he calling himself Ida? Who is Ida? Because we don't know who Tetsuya Ida is yet. We're early enough in the game that we don't really have any context as to why that would be particularly relevant. But we know that it's not his name. So, that raises questions and that gets us very interested.
And it also put me in a state of deniability, because when I saw Tetsuya Ida, he was that grown guy with dark hair and glasses and a cold voice, and I'm like, those aren't the same people. Why is this game lying to me? Why are you taking Shu's fake name? What's going on here? And I refused to believe they were the same person until the game basically spelled it out for me.
Also, catsuit shot. Catsuit Morimura here is giving the fans what they need.
Look at those boobs waving in the wind.
But I am here for Amiguchi and Miura, because just gimme all of that, please. We need more.
Please.
I'm sure Miura would be happy to give Ida some BJs. Because this is BJ here. This is BJ. This is the Miura that becomes BJ. So that was about 10 minutes shorter than our previous recording session, but we did it.
Part of it also because when we got to the end in our goodbyes, we went like on a 5-minute tangent about like and subscribe, and then...
Yo.
What was the rest of it? I forgot.
Something. So yeah, we're gonna leave things here. Thank you all for joining. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you know when new uploads come out, because that way your subscription will actually subscribe you. And leave a comment. I started this series because I wanted to get more discussion for this fanbase, because it is very, very dead. But yeah, I'm always happy to hear what people think about this game, and unfortunately no one really types here, so feel free to do that.
That's what we were talking about. I was saying the reason that I think online that 13 Sentinels doesn't have a lot of people talking about it is because since the game is so spoiler heavy, like even casual discussion of it in any way is so spoiler heavy, people don't really talk about the game despite it selling pretty decently well, even with the additional Western sales. And despite a decent amount of people in the know playing it, it's just nobody talks about it because it's spoiler heavy, kind of discourages any kind of discussion. Even though, like you said before, most of the actual content coming from 13 Sentinels is on the Japanese side.
Holy shit, I just noticed something. Oh wow, that is such a cool detail. Okay, look at the DNA strand.
Yes.
Look at the red lines on it. Those red lines match up to the mystery files. This one doesn't have it filled out because it doesn't have the event lined up.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Oh my god.
I never knew. That is awesome.
And it all matches. It's the same number of strands. It all fucking matches.
I never noticed that. What the heck? That's so cool. Yeah, each band is literally the bar, and oh my goodness, that's ridiculously cool.
And it also matches when you go to the fucking mystery files. You can see that one's not filled in.
You can see the red ones from the other screen.
Yeah. And when you go to the red screen, you can see all of the ones that haven't shown up yet. That is so cool, what the fuck?
I never knew that. What the heck? That's awesome.
So, yet another reason why this is the best video game ever made. So much attention to detail. Tiny things that no one is ever gonna fucking notice. Oh my god.
I'm ready to get in. So that alone got me excited for what's next.
Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna leave it here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when new uploads come out. Thank you all for watching. We will catch you in the next one. This is Hamburger Chariot and Mirth Mauser signing out. See ya, everybody.
See you then.